On this bumpy 50-point inspection from Dieu du Ciel, they're out of Quebec, Canada. I have Moralité. It's an American IPA, comes in at 6.9% ABV. This beer is 2 months old at the time of this inspection. Says, established in Quebec, Canada, Dieu du Ciel strives to brew exceptional beer without compromise in order to create a unique and heady tasting experience. Stealing that from Heady Topper, I don't know. But the Moralité, deep gold tinted beer with tropical fruit aromas, dominant hop bitterness, dry finish, highly aromatic, and slightly resinous. All right, wow, they do. I'm glad I kept reading this. Color's deep gold. We'll see when I pour it. Hops are Simcoe, Citra, and Centennial. And it's unfiltered, so it might be a little bit hazy. So Simcoe, we don't see a lot of beers made with Simcoe much anymore, but even on my hop chart, Centennial can be looking at getting some citrus with undertones of lemongrass and pine, and the Citra, that's a pretty commonly used hop in IPAs. I read about this one all the time. I know it's like grapefruit, stuff like that. Tropical fruit including peach, passion fruit, and guava. No grapefruit. But anyways, let's go ahead and crack into this one and start this inspection. Okay, the head on this is a little bit rocky, but white head, different bubble formations in there. A little bit frothy on top. Does look like it's going to start to break down, though. The color of the beer is a deep gold. It does have a clarity to it with a little bit of a kind of unfiltered haze look. So there you go, some aromas. It's got a little bit of a peachiness to it. Sweet, kind of bready malt notes. Maybe a little bit of a lemon, kind of tea-like. There's not a lot. There's not a lot of aromas coming out of this at all. Anyways, let's get into the first swig here. So cheers. Yeah, so like a lighter side, medium body, kind of fairly spritzy, but medium carbonation. It is drying to the palate. Some bready malt notes coming through. Maybe a touch of caramel. A little bit of a lemon tea type flavor in there. Slightly citrus. Piney. And moderate to high bittering finish on this one. Definitely ends with a piney note. .9% ABV is not detectable. It's a fairly easy drinking IPA. It does bring the bitterness. It does bring the drying palate. All right, let's go ahead and give this a score. Alright, for the appearance I'll give it, that's 6 out of 6. It is a nice looking brew. The aromatics, like I said, there's just like hardly any. It's almost like smelling water with a little bit of a malt note, a little bit of a hop note. Very, very hard to pick pretty much anything out of this for aromatics. I'm going with a 5 out of 10 for the aromas. And the flavors, a little bit better than the aromas were. There's some flavors there. Unfortunately, it does kind of have that tea-like lemon-esque note. Citrusy, the bitterness, even though it is a higher side of moderate bittering finish, it's not harsh at all. It is a nice piney bitterness to it. Definitely drinks like an American IPA would. Maybe a little less flavorful. The malt notes are alright with that breadiness and that little bit of like a caramel note in there. Not sweet though. It's not a sweet beer on any front. 16 out of 19 for the flavors. I'm going to give this one. Body on it's fine. 5 out of 5. My overall, I'm at a 6 out of 10. It's a 6 out of 10. So for Dieu, Ciel, Moralité, I'm going to give this a bumpy 38 out of 50, which is going to give this one a score of good. It's a good beer. Cheers. Hello, doggies.